Manchester United lose to Aston Villa in what feels like two moments of brilliance for Morgan Rogers. The truth about it is that this game was absolutely filled with inconsistencies and just lack of quality. And then the three moments where we saw a goal were three moments of quality by both players. And the funny thing about it is that Manchester United had more chances. We had more chances to win this game. We had more bigger chances in my mind and in the way the game played out. We had the chances in the first half. We had the chances for Šeško. We have the chances for Cunha. We had the chances for Mason Mount, and we did not take them. And absolutely, because we did not take them, this came to rule. This particular thing, we lost 2 points today. We lost 3 points in my mind because we could have won this game. Aston Villa are not the good side that everybody's talking about. Don't get me wrong. I don't know how they have been able to do 10 games win. I don't understand how they have been able to do it, but they just figure out a way to win. And that right there is a sign of a title winning side. That right there is a sign of a title challenging side. And Unai Emery is absolutely the governor at doing that. He knows how to make sure that his players are absolutely ready to give everything. And it was quite disappointing to see that we lost this game today. It truly was. And not just losing this game today, we were coming into this game without Ahmad, Mbeumo, Mazraoui, Casemiro. We had three of our starters and one of our very, very consistent player out. And then our captain, Bruno Fernandes, is then taken off at halftime due to an injury that he held the back of his leg. If there's any sign that would tell you that is a hamstring injury. Every person that have played football knows you hold the back of your leg and you're trying to shake something off as if there's something like a whistle in your pants. It is just your hamstring that just got really tight, or you have pulled your hamstring. Now, and I hope it's not the case, because not doing without Mbeumo and Ahmad was already a problem. Now doing without Bruno in the festive season is truly going to be a huge task for us. Huge task. Now, don't get me wrong, Matheus Cunha stepped up in the game, stepped up in the way that I did not expect. But this is the reason why we bought Matheus Cunha. He stepped up and he demanded the ball in a team where everybody wanted to give the ball to Bruno. Bruno is not on the pitch anymore. Everybody is now looking to Matheus Cunha, and he took on the reign. He was not letting us down. He tried everything. And in that second half, the cross from... Sorry guys, I'm not feeling well. If you can hear me, my voice is already... I don't have the energy today. However, the game and the job must go through. That cross from Patrick Dogu was laid on the plate for Matheus Cunha. All he needed to do was put his head and allowed the ball to hit his head. He swung at the ball. Now, swinging at the ball ensures that the goalkeeper cannot get it. And I understand that fact. However, that right there was meant to be 2-2. That right there, that moment right there was meant to make it 2-2 and give us at least a point in this situation. Now, Aston Villa are 10 points ahead of us. 10. And that brings us to a huge deficit for us to be able to close out. Because if you look at the table right now, we're looking at Arsenal in 39 points, City with 37 points, Aston Villa with 36 points, Chelsea with 29 points, Manchester United are on 7th with 26 points. That is a huge deficit for us to be able to cover. Now, don't get me wrong, we still can hit Chelsea because that is 7, 8, 9. We still can hit Chelsea in our next game, but our next game is against Newcastle. And that is no joke. That right there is no joke. We have had a good run of games. I'm not going to lie to you. This is our 11th game, and we have 2 losses. However, we have had so many draws that it feels like we have lost more than we have won. And that right there is where the problem lies. Now we are going to a season where we are going to be missing our best players. Players like Mbeumo, Ahmad, and Bruno Fernandes. That is going to be a tough one for us. The next games for us is going to be immense. You understand? is going to be immense for Manchester United. Because if you look at what we have to do, the games we have to play, we have Newcastle to play next Friday, so Boxing Day. We have Wolves, we have Leeds, we have Burnley, and we have Brighton in the FA Cup. Wolves have literally turned the corner and we can see it. They haven't won yet, but they are playing a lot better. Leeds are absolutely on fire, with Dominic Calvert-Lewin scoring 6 goals in 5 games. That is impressive. Burnley are a good side under Scott Parker, and we know that. And then Brighton. So what am I saying in this situation? I am saying that there's a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems that we need to cover the moment we get to January. The moment we get to January, I've literally said it. Ruben Amorim said when they asked him today, what are your January transfers going to look like? At this point, we need to make sure that we can get a squad in January. Only Anton Semenyo coming in January will not do us the justice that we need. We need more. We need more. And that right there is the key part. But one thing is that I need to say this about the game today. A lot of players and a lot of people complain about Bruno or complain about Ruben Amorim not giving young talents or young players opportunities. He told you guys when the players go on AFCON, he's going to look to his young players in the academy. And today we got to see 2 of our brightest coming from the academy, with Jack Fletcher on his debut and Shea Lacey on his debut. Now, it did not go the way we wanted it to go. Shea Lacey had a shot on target. Jack Fletcher tried his best, but did not and was not able to dominate the midfield, especially playing against the likes of Yuri Tielemans, Onana, and Amadou Onana, and Kamara. That's one of the best midfields in the Premier League. However, it is good to see them play. It is good to understand and just to enjoy the fact that we have that talent coming in. Jack Fletcher gets his debut today. Shea Lacey gets his debut today. And that right there should be enjoyed. We lose this game 2-1 to Aston Villa. They are honestly the team on top form right now, and it's respectable. So we have to dust this off and look to the next one. Look to Newcastle. Look to going to Old Trafford and defending and getting these 3 points. We need to get these 3 points, and it's absolutely crucial that we do. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm going back to bed now because, boy, am I feeling really bad. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.